Hello, all you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is The Last Hope Scar, Season 1, Episode 29, The Truth of the Mark. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop games using our custom Scar system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. Right now, my main PC is still out, so please excuse any finicky or ramshackleness with the stream. We'll be back to the normal quality as soon as possible. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with introductions, beginning with the consulate himself, Kerr.
Hi everyone, I'm Kerr, I'm the Storyteller. I am here to bring you all happy fun times. You know, the stuff we love so much. And I am here to bring joy, love, and affection to all of you so that you guys can enjoy our games and not have to worry about trauma, pain, or any sorts of suffering whatsoever.
Concern.
Also, no one pay attention to the tip goal. No one pay attention to the tip goal. It's totally fine.
Chrysos, give me a bui right now.
But yes,
Wee.
I'm the Storyteller. I am here to bring entertainment to all of you. And I have worked hard to bring today's game and the game after this one so that we can have maximum joys.
Go ahead, Kim.
I am Foxfiend. I am playing Kin, the fire-type Vulpix.
I am Merl. I am playing Midnight, the newly minted dark type Zoroark.
I am Octo, and I am playing Cobalt, the roughest, toughest really around, and I am a fighting type.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Hunter, the dark psychic type Mightyena.
Hello, I am Talderis, and I'm playing Shade, the dark type Zora.
And I am Tochemay, and I am playing Brussel, the Bulbasaur. Grass poison type.
Don't trust it.
Hey all, it's Wayne Special Kenku, joining where you find me, and I'm playing Shale, the grass ground variation Sandshrew, and nerd of the party.
Why, Kerr, do you not think that the middle parts of this bottom row are trustworthy, swell fellows?
Presses X to doubt.
Don't worry, we're your last hope.
With friends like these.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do the recap now. As the one that evolved last session, go for it, Merl.
Bummer. Alright, hold on just a second. Continuing from last time, Shade refuses Clark's offer to join them. Shade works some shenanigans to get a piece of the body, as he promised he would try to retrieve it, and so that he could escape the assassins that were after him.
The dankest dungeon.
Shade tells Clark that at least 2 armies are inbound to fight the cult, and Clark informs Shade that they will arrive in 2 weeks. Shade leaves disguised as Clark. The scout party returns to the throne room. We begin preparing for the confrontation. Domino helps with this, as Seashore was once his town, and he wants to see it defended. Helping us is just a side effect of that. After 3 days, an envoy appears from death to present Hunter and company a gift of some sort. As he opens a vortex, Hunter goes through and arrives in the afterlife. Death is letting us come to terms with our past and see our loved ones and get closure if we so wish. Midnight sees his parents, and the love that they show for him causes Midnight to evolve into a Zolwark. Shade receives his memories of his past self and now fights for control with Sebastian. But we shouldn't worry about that. He'll be fine. Hunter is absolutely beside himself seeing Marie again and holds Hunter in her arms. And that is all I wrote.
The only thing I can think is Shale also meets with Marie and go get some more cooking lessons and gets a secret witch hill about the about where
I believe it was
hidden
behind. It was behind a thing in the kitchen by the
Yeah.
stove.
I believe that was it. Yes.
All right. Well, Kerr, where are we going? Where are we starting? Kerr?
We're muted again.
I was muted again. God damn it! I kept wondering why people weren't hearing me.
It's
I have been
again.
talking for 30 minutes. I will grab the
like
image if I have to.
Because like I decided to go like so. Yeah, okay, let's get going. Unless anyone else has anything they want to add with what was going on, then silence. So it's like okay, I guess no one wants to add anything.
No,
And then I started
heard
going,
you.
okay, Hunter.
I guess we could start with I do things. Thank you so much for that tip. Thank you for supporting the channel and helping to keep it alive. Okay, now go ahead, Kerr.
Hunter baby. Hunter baby. It's time to go.
But he doesn't want to.
Yes, as a call goes out to each one of you that it's time for you guys to go back to your own world.
But he doesn't want to.
Kin sighs a sigh of relief that there wasn't anyone in particular for him to meet outside of Marie.
Marie looks down at Hunter and just gently pets his head. Hunter, you need to go back. This isn't your place yet.
But I don't want to.
We're all going back to our original. That means that Shade and Ken are going to a separate one.
Wait, hold up. No. I'm not going back
You're
to
going to the
original.
other place.
If I get returned to my original world, I'm completely in the wrong place entirely.
Marie might not necessarily be aware of that for you guys.
True.
Yeah.
Hunter, it's okay. We'll see each other again sometime.
He just gives a sniffle and nods.
Hey, I'm still here for you.
I know. Thank you.
Now, we have a ton to save.
Yes, let's go do that. Geeman, congratulations on that 100 stream streak. Hunter's just going to walk back through the portal. A bit reluctantly.
All right. But as the others leave, Shade is just going to look over at Marie and go, "So the one that got you, did he happen to, act like a certain individual I know named Ashton?"
She nods her head.
Great, cool. Got any requests? I could do requests.
Survive.
Not what I meant, but okay.
That's a boring request. Rejected.
And Shane's just gonna kind of like shrug after that. Just go ahead and, just gonna straight up go back through the portal. Then he asked a question, gave the opportunity.
Okay. And what about everyone else?
Midnight will give his parents a big hug and say, "See you soon, but hopefully not too soon." And then steps back through the portal.
Okay.
Heads back to the portal.
And Marie, I hope you get your wedding in the afterlife as I go.
She will smile and nod. And give me one check a second. I'm checking something.
While that's going on, thank you. I do thank you for the $3 tip on my side. Very nice of you.
Hey, Zim, I just sent you something on Telegram.
Shell, for his part, will note down what she had said in his notebook and head back.
Okay.
Once back, Hunter is going to be just going to his chambers and just kind of staying there for a while.
Okay. Yes. As you guys step back, you guys would all see, even though it feels like you guys went back at different times separately, each of you steps out basically one right after the other. Basically, it's an immediate walk, even though it's like there wasn't anyone around you when you went through. And you guys would see Hunter starting to walk off.
Best to give him some time.
All right. So you still have about a week and a half before the attack is supposed to happen. So what would you guys like to do for the next few days?
Well, part of what's going on would be what I had talked about at the end of the last session. When Midnight has a moment, Shale will show him what Marie had pointed out at the cafe, because after all Midnight or at the end, because after all, Shale might have some cooking to do, but at times, but it's not. Midnight is running the place.
Also, everyone would see that Midnight is now evolved when he comes back out too.
Yeah, that too.
Hi guys.
Looking
He
good.
just
Hey,
waves.
looking good.
Probably not Hunter because he is, otherwise occupied in his thoughts.
Yeah, I saw my parents and we talked for a while and then it just happened.
Spooky, congratulations on that 100 stream streak.
It fills
Nice.
you with
Damn.
determination.
Okay.
And Tanya.
just resubscribed for 38 months. Bark bark.
And Midnight will make a note
One
of...
sec.
For all.
Tanya, thank you very much for that resub at tier 3 and your 38 months of support. I really appreciate that. However, no more shallot, please. He's requested not to continue with that joke.
Go ahead.
Midnight will make a note of Shell's discovery to look there when we get back.
Okay.
Shade is just gonna go ahead and decide that, all right, you know what, we got our shit basically in order, and I kind of need a distraction, so he's just gonna start spam calling Asius.
Awesome.
There is no answer currently.
Shade's just gonna kind of like eventually go, all right, you know what? I really fucking hope that you are magically indisposed, because otherwise, bad things. Cool. Can't even tell the bastard where the fuck the armies is supposed to meet up. What's the point of mentioning you get an army if you're not gonna actually coordinate with the other people with an army?
But real quick, scene flashes over. Fuck, what the fuck are all these things fucking doing here? God damn it, get out there and keep fighting. God damn it. Yes, I know I have phone calls. Put it on hold. I am currently dealing with something right now. God damn it, it was supposed to be my day off too.
You are lucky that it just rolled over to the 15-minute marker before you started that.
I know, I planned it.
Nice.
It was all part of my perfect master plan.
Yeah, she's just gonna be like kind of annoyed about that now. He's gonna be like spending the next multiple days just like spending time periods just spam calling.
Finally, Shade, you get an answer. What the fuck are you'd want?
We took over a whole ass empire and we have armies. They're going to Seashore in a little bit over a week. That's where the enemy is. Congratulations. I've been trying to tell you for days.
I've been dealing with a fucking invasion right now.
Alright, cool. So, this is also why I wanted to know, are you not going to be having an army there?
Maybe once I deal with these fuckers.
Alright, cool. This is, you could have just sent a letter saying, oh, hey, I'm dealing with an invasion.
I have been busy.
Just saying.
Yeah, like 2/3 of these numbnuts have decided to go, oh, woe is us, our god isn't here, what are we going to do? How can we fight without our god? And I have to fucking whip them into shape.
Memories of running a cult. Anyways, yeah, you have fun with that, I guess. You know what? I'll just tell the others to not plan on you being there, and then if you are, it's just a bonus.
Fine. Now, I have to get back to killing these things before they, penetrate into the temple.
All right, cool. You have fun with that.
You hear like a line go click.
All right. Shade is just now gonna go find Kin and Hunter and update them on the Asius front.
Oh, fun. So
How has Hunter been doing?
Well, Hunter would have spent the rest of the day and possibly the second after we got back in his quarters, just kind of ruminating.
I got something to add.
Okay.
I was still fighting my dad. Where am I at this, by the way? Am I still there, or?
You have been sent back to with everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yep, everyone would have been sent back together. Well, technically, it felt separate times for each of you, but when you stepped out of the portal, it was basically one after another.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming I'm covered in bruises.
Yes, and your body hurts in ways that you didn't understand it could hurt.
Yep.
No,
Time to be in
he
the
did not
medical
win
tent
bingo.
again.
No, he did not win bingo. He tried.
Nope.
It was not expected for him to win, though.
No, my dad is like fighting Saitama.
But yes, you would be recovering over the next 2 or 3 days. This training was worse than Marie's.
Oh, yeah, but
It reminds you of it, though. What about you, Shale and Brussel? What have you guys been up to for these last 2 or 3 days?
Jail probably would either be honing his moves or honing his taking the lessons from Marie. Probably go to the kitchens in Moonhold's keep and work with people on some dishes, maybe help with a dinner or two. Just sort of practice that way for later.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need to bring up with Shade that we should bring back the Tyrant Queen title.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I am intrigued.
Out of game
Fearful,
and in game,
but
I am intrigued. Let's go.
And like I've said multiple times, Tochemay is quiet until that one moment that he talks, and it's a freaking bombshell.
So this is the bunk.
Primed and ready.
Tochemay,
Okay.
could you repeat that real fast?
We need to bring back the Tyrant Queen title. Not too many people have known that she was killed.
Oh.
So, you want me to pretend to be her?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
I didn't talk with her that much, but I think I got enough to go off of. So long as I don't actually have to, fight like her or anything. But I could probably stand there and act intimidating. Not exactly sure what you're going for on it, but...
Meanwhile, the third day, Hunter is arranging funeral services, though he's keeping it more private, and very few are invited, but
Hey, Shade.
Yes.
You know for a fact that this... See, if he saw Marie somehow alive, it would drive Ashton up a fucking wall.
Oh, now he's
Uh-huh.
definitely interested.
If he thought she was murdered and she came out alive.
I fucking killed you.
You fucking tried. Don't.
Yeah. Oh no, like I already know how Shade is going to respond to if Ashton does say that. And it's just going to be something like, well, from the stories I've heard, you don't exactly have a good track record with that now, do you?
Oh.
Oh.
Previous script for the session has gone out the window. We have new script being read. No.
The new script coming off the presses, hot and ready.
Oh god. Now I really want the tip goal to be made just so I could just payback.
The reports of my
payback
death
to Tochemay.
have been highly exaggerated.
I
So
think if Marie was at the head of the defense against the invasion.
I think I could probably throw on a real nice fire scar right through the sternum. I think that would probably piss him off even more. Oh, that is about where Marie got stabbed, right? It was like basically through the sternum, if I remember.
Yeah, about.
Yeah.
Toshi, what have you done?
The session just got a bit spicier.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the
Intense internal screaming.
Yep. And, well, considering it's Shade, he is
1 second.
100% on board with this.
Merl, thank you so much for that gift, Seb. Enjoy the ad-free experience, King Red.
Shade, you may need to let Hunter know that you're doing this, though, so it doesn't cause more trauma to him.
All right. All right. He does seem a little bit reluctant, but he is agreeing.
So, Shade, go ahead and go talk to Hunter.
Yep, Shade is going to be trying to find out Hunter. I'm just going to assume that this is before he talked with the, like, you know, basically like in between talked with Asius.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it could be 2 and 1. Let's go.
Yes, go ahead.
So, Shade is going to try and seek out Hunter. Is Hunter going to be...
Hunter's getting the funeral stuff set up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, receiving requests to talk, considering it's Hunter and he's going through a grieving process.
He probably would have had the servants turn away any visitors. Granted, that's probably not going to stop Shade, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, Shade has a plan on how to get in. Because I'm assuming that he's going to go with a classic, an absolute fucking classic. He's going to assume that Hunter's at least getting, like, meal deliveries.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just going to pretend to be a meal delivery person at one of the meal times.
Okay. Go for it.
Can I roll?
Yeah, you would be
roll
able
a
to
craft-
put you would
Can I roll a
go
craft cooking? Just out of
Sure.
curiosity. Okay.
Yeah, as a shell crafted cook. That's good.
5, 6. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And don't need to re-roll anything on that.
That's a
4
3.
success. Yeah, 3. That's decent.
You have made a very good meal, Shale.
Well, hope Hunter enjoys it. It makes him feel a little better with the whole situation.
Yep. And Shade is basically going to like intercept like the servant like at actually picking up the meal. And then is basically gonna go, hey, I need to talk to Hunter anyways. Figured I could get his meal for him. Go ahead and, like take a break or something. I don't really care.
The servant will pause before nodding slowly.
Yep, alright. And he's gonna just go ahead and he has the food, he has an explanation, and he has a form of the expected servant. So he's gonna pretend to be the expected servant.
Alright, the servants would allow you through.
Yep. And upon getting through, he's going to place down the food on a table and then turn back. I mean, I know I'm cheating a little bit, but Hunter, you might want to get a little bit better security.
Hunter was probably facing away from the door, kind of studying the rituals for the Empire here and, the region. And he just kind of sighs and turns around a bit. He does gesture off to the side where one of his shadow eyes is kind of peeking up from the floor. I'm not too worried about that.
I mean, okay, fair. But, could have poison in the food, all that good stuff. On an aside, okay, actually here for something important. First of all, finally got in contact with Asius. Turns out that there's some sort of invasion going on that he's having to deal with. Couldn't get too much information. Took a couple days to get a hold of him. We can't count on his army being at the battle, although he might still be able to show up. It's up in the air.
Alright. I'm sure we can handle this on our own anyways.
Yeah, but, figured I'd let you know. And then, on the other thing, Brussel came up with quite the idea. And, you're probably going to hate this, but this is also why we're warning you a little bit ahead of time. So, not a lot of people know that Marie's dead, and it'll drive them up the wall if I pretend to be her and, just be at the front of the army, and it'll probably make them, make a really big mistake or just get pissy. Ashton's gonna be driven up the wall by it, and confirmed with Marie, Ashton did in fact kill her, so.
Hunter is silent for a while. Just kinda... He looks back at what he was working on. And sighs. I think she might be been okay with that. Go ahead.
Alright. Obviously just needed to check with you first on that. But yeah, hey, we got ourselves a nice little plan that'll probably force him to make a mistake. Ashton likes getting pissy about things really easily, so. Just, he's probably really going to be going for my head, so yeah, maybe have something for that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of your hair, let you keep working on all this.
All right. Good luck.
And Shade's just gonna go ahead and let himself out as himself, and he's just gonna like throw a little bit of a like got you smirk to the guards outside.
The guards are gonna grumble before one's gonna reach over and hold out his hand to the other, who's gonna sigh and pull out some coins and drop it in his hand.
Shade is apparently a part of the new betting ring. Let's go. I mean, to be fair, he didn't like obfuscate by like waiting a while. He's just like, fuck it, next meal I'm just gonna do something that lets me get in. But hell yeah, Shade's a part of a betting ring now, I guess. Or the subject of a betting ring. Alright, and he's just gonna go ahead and go on his way.
Alrighty. Kin, what about you? What are you up to over these next couple of days?
So, Ken will be one reviewing the armies and forces that we do have available to us, and two, going through a bit more training. And I've put down the experience cost for upping my integrity by 1 more point, and for increasing the power of my Ember attack.
Okay.
And yeah. So yes, training and reviewing the forces we have.
Sounds like a good use of a couple of days, getting used to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Cobalt.
Huh.
You finally recovered.
Alright.
Was there anything that you wanted to do? 'Cause I think there was some stuff planned with Hunter.
I think so. Like, it's mostly just I would actually go talk to Hunter about some things.
Okay.
All right.
The guards will announce to you, Hunter, that Cobalt has come to see you.
So they don't announce Shade, but they announce Cobalt.
Shade's a part of a betting ring.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to see what Shade would do if they didn't announce him.
Fair enough. And then I imagine them not announcing Cobalt, and there's a fist fight outside the door.
No.
Well, there were 2 guards out there. They're currently out cold at the moment.
Yeah.
But yes,
what do you mean you won't announce me?
But yes, they're announcing Cobalt wishes to speak to you.
Hunter will just wave his assent on that.
And they will open the door to allow you in.
Alright. I walk up to Hunter. And I kind of have this, a serious look at me.
Hunter's currently standing over a table reading through papers.
I go, so, it's finally happened.
What has?
I mean, things that see that Ken wanted you to do.
Oh, that. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, Hunter. Right now, I'm only here because of I want payback for the person who did this to who killed Marie. But I'm gonna say, if you want me to stick around, you better not end up becoming a tyrant like the other people I know who end up becoming warlords.
I don't think you need to worry about that. I don't even want this stupid title.
And yet you took it anyway.
People need a leader to unite under. I don't want to be that leader, but apparently me not wanting it means that I'm the best for the job. At least according to Ken.
Yeah, I was gonna say, according to, of course, it was Ken who was saying that. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I will say this, Hunter. If things turn out like not what they're expected, and you end up going off script, I'm not gonna hold my punches like I did at the tournament.
Hunter's gonna turn around at that and just sit down on the floor, leaning against one of the legs of the table. Go ahead. I don't trust myself with all of this. I don't trust anyone being in charge of all of this alone. That's why I consult with Kin a lot. I'd like to consult with the rest of you too, but... well, you all have your own stuff going on usually.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind taking a swing right now, but this isn't the right way to do this. So, from now on, I suggest listening to some of us a lot more now, and even try to include us more. Because if you don't, if you just keep listening to Kin, then you're just gonna be the God Emperor forever.
It's not like I've refused to listen to any of you.
Yeah.
It's just you haven't been coming to tell me anything or suggest anything. The door's been open.
No. Before, I didn't think we'd get this far. I always thought we'd just be some little backwards village that wouldn't have these kinds of issues.
I definitely didn't think either of us would have wound up in that situation in the first place.
Yeah.
I only entered the tournament to try and keep you from getting squished by those big guys.
Yeah, well, I could have handled myself. But hey, like, if I got beat up by those elders, that was on me. I didn't need help.
Just like you say I need help. It goes both ways, Cobalt.
Yeah, I know, but this is running a country, not an actual fight. We're in situations where a lot more than just us is like a lot more people than just us is gonna get hurt now.
Well, yes. But how is it not a fight anyways? Why can't I count on my team? Why can't my team count on me? You're part of that team.
I mean, just. I just don't want all this to eventually go to your head. That's all I'm worried about. I don't want more of what everything's Kin's been saying just go to you more and you decide to keep it forever. I prefer that after all this is done, that we vacate this throne and that's it. Move on. Let the people figure out what to do from there. If they want to continue with the status quo, let them. If they ask for it, then that's fine. If they want something better, they can figure it out. But till then, you know what? You have my support. Just if you need it, don't be a stranger. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm telling you I do.
No.
I don't know if any of us can just step down. If we do, we may wind up with somebody like that Snorlax taking power.
Yeah.
And that guy, he just saw everybody as nothing more than peasants that were beneath his notice.
Yeah.
And if we don't keep it, there could be that the former ruler of Sunfall, who would just freeze people if they disagreed with him and add them to the wall. It's like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
But the alternatives that the world has had are those.
Well, I say we find a way to show them that there are much better alternatives.
We can do that best in a leadership position. Ideally, it won't be just me at the head, though. Ideally, it would be all of us.
I just think that again, the people need to decide on their leaders, not just us. We'll figure out a way. We'll figure out something. But for now, fine. We'll just keep this act up for now.
Sends out poll to the Empire. Hey, you guys, do you guys want Hunter to be your leader? Yay or nay?
Yay, yay, yay! Yay, yay, yay!
The yays have it.
And the people have spoken? No.
God.
Either way, I'm not going to be the only one running everything. I'm not a
Better
people
not.
person. I can't do all this.
Definitely alright about that.
You better not be the only one running everything. That is way too much to ask of a single person.
Right now, I've got kin, though, and that's it. If you want to help, please. You could you could lead the armies, you could train the guards, you could be in charge of the military stuff. Whatever is best, like, whatever you want to do, I need help.
Fine. I'll be your champion then.
Thank you.
Armor.
What was that?
Jet, he's going Jet Black Armor. Just thinking as champion.
It's only a flesh wound. Your arm is gone.
Your arm's off.
You have your
Right.
leg.
Look, you bloody bastard, your arm's gone.
Oh, right, we'll call it a draw.
Durr.
All hail God Emperor Hunter! All hail God Emperor Hunter! All hail the God Emperor!
It's like Cobalt's just in the distance. Don't fucking ruin it!
Now I'm imagining just the scene at the end of Sword in the Stone. Tries to run out of the palace, every door he opens. All hail God Emperor Hunter! The force of the cheers throwing him back into the palace.
Would that mean Domino's Merlin?
Absolutely not.
I can totally pull off that look, darling.
So
I can totally pull off that look.
we have Brussel, leader of the underground. We have Hunter, figurehead and leader of the world, countries, empire. We have Cobalt, leader of the armies and champion. We have Kin, secretary and shadow leader of everything. No,
Advisor.
Probably be considered advisor and steward.
We could put Midnight in charge of commerce.
Sounds good to
Since,
me.
he was, handed over the tavern, so out of all of us, clearly Marie saw something in him for that. Shale, leader of science. Shade, spy master.
Interrogations. Spy master, yeah.
He's head of the CIA.
CIA.
And
Everything is totally fine.
of course, you got War Master Cobalt, if that wasn't said.
War Master Cobalt, yeah.
I'm guessing
Also, I wanna
science
make-
is probably leading the Healers Guild or the Medcorps.
Yeah.
Medicine
want to
is
make
a science.
Yeah.
I want to make the joke here. I made a message to Daldarius going, I so wish the tip goal was made here because I would have done something absolutely horrific to Hunter and Cobalt. I mean, what?
If
You
only
got
I
out of
had
pain this time, Hunter. You got out of pain this
$105.
time.
I mean, truth. Better to have it come and have support for keeping this channel going.
I more just wanted to torture Hunter and Cobalt there because they were having a very tender moment, and
Fair
I
enough.
needed to destroy it and make them come together through the shared pain and suffering.
Surprise assassins! Let's go.
Shade comments, hey, you should probably get better security, leaves, someone else comes in, assassins happen.
Surprise, bitch!
And all of a sudden, ninjas.
And hookers.
And blackjack!
Hooker ninjas.
You know what? Forget the blackjack and the ninjas.
A generous bestowal.
Raharu, thank you so much.
Raharu95 tipped $15.
Thank you so much for that tip, Raharu. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed.
There you go, Kerr. 1 tier.
Happy clap. Yes. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to have happen? Can someone roll a d7 for me, please?
I refuse.
Roll it for me, Shane.
I refuse. Someone else.
Roll it for me.
No.
A magnanimous dispensation.
Fox Fiend
I don't know how.
You literally just type /roll 1d7.
1 second.
Oh, Ken did. He got a 1.
The curse
Thank you,
is
Fox
good. You
Fiend.
rolled yourself.
Fox Fiend, thank you so very much for that tip. That tip. The tip goal is fully completed.
Thank you, Fox Fiend, for continuing the suffering.
Also, the dice know. The dice know.
The dice know who rolls it. This is why I refuse. You can't make me.
Also, thanks for making sure that Street Coon does not take Kerr and Zim this day.
Yes, I
Also-
really appreciate it.
Also, really quick, does anyone have cards? Because I haven't seen any.
Negative.
No cards have been played yet, no.
Sky's not here to give out his obligatory reroll yet.
To be fair, it's not like much has happened that requires rolls so far this
That's fair.
session.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There was a single cooking roll so far.
There will
I'm sure
come.
that's about to change, but hey.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
All right, but no, I just find this fascinating that Kin completed the donation goal, and Kin is the one who rolled the
goal.
dice, and the tip goal, and the dice rolled to fall on Kin. The dice know how to write the plot here.
Oh, so we're not continuing the scene with Cobalt and Hunter?
No, go ahead, continue it. Continue it.
Well, I mean, we were done, I think. It's just, you apparently had plans for the tip goal involving us.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing it's for later.
But there's so much that I can do. There's so much pain and suffering I can cause.
Anyways, Kerr, focus.
Yes. Sorry. Kin,
Yes.
as Cobalt and Hunter are having their discussion, what are you doing at the moment?
At this moment, well, let's say I'm between training sessions and evaluating forces, and I'm currently dealing with some administrative work.
Okay. Okay.
Papers,
Yeah.
making sure everything's running smoothly. You know, the normal
I will
bureaucracy
say,
stuff.
even though this is probably bad for my health, that after getting approval from Hunter, Shade would probably go to Kin with the news of Asius and the plan. This is bad for my health, but this is what he was about to go do. So,
So, real quick, I just figured out what Brussels.
I'm never quite so comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
Jimmond_ has purchased 25
goodness,
tabletop
that's a
cards
lot.
packs.
Demon, thank you so very much for that purchase. Thank you for supporting the channel and grabbing some packs for stream loots. But I just figured out Brussels' title. Master of Justice.
Justicar Brussel.
Wow.
Justicar.
Ooh.
His job is to be the judge.
Jury and executioner.
Oh, Geeman got a legendary
anyways.
card.
That's a neat new effect.
Yeah, I don't know why they make it. So they put it in as a, you know, anonymous. Who got it? Who will play it? And it's like, there's only one person that bought the pack, bought packs right there. It's like, gee, I wonder who could have gotten that legendary.
Out of the one person that bought packs.
Crazy.
Totally have no idea.
Anyways, back to the game.
Shade, go ahead. Go ahead. This is going to be good if you're going there to Kin.
Great. This was bad for my health, but it was what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Shade is just gonna go ahead and go to where Kin is probably, because I feel like Kin keeps a schedule.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he just probably go to where he knows that Kin's going to be, which at this point would be administrative paperwork. And he's gonna go ahead and just like at least moderately politely like knock on the door.
Come in.
Alright, and Shade's gonna go ahead and go in.
Oh hey Shade. What's up?
Hey, got a couple pieces of news for you. The first one is more pertinent for you, which is that finally got in contact with Asius. I was trying there for a while. Turns out there's some sort of invasion going on he's trying to stop. Questionable up in the air on if he could even show up to the battle at this point. Or his army.
Alright, that's good to know. You see Kin ruffle through a couple papers, pull one out, mark a couple check marks
Hey Mo, you
on
have
it,
been
set
given
that
a
to the
tabletop
side.
cards pack through Streamloots by Jimmond_. Good luck.
Sorry, a card was played. Alright, I'll send that pack over to Merl.
Woohoo! I need to actually log into Streamlit because I still haven't redeemed the other pack I got yet. I'm just acquiring all this, all these packs, just sitting there.
All right. Yeah, so it's not entirely clear on that. But Brussel did come up with quite the interesting proposal, and Hunter okayed it.
Oh, did he? I'm not even looking at you at this point. I'm still going through and checking various paperwork and you know, approving some things, saying them in one bin, rejecting other things, saying them in another.
Yeah, so while we were in I don't know, I guess the afterlife, I guess we could call it, asked Marie if a certain Ashton was the one to get her, and it was.
All right.
And so then Brussel had the great idea of, what if I pretend to be Marie, because not many people know that the Tyrant Queen is dead.
Record screech.
And what do you think is going to happen when Ashton, who's probably like one of the higher ups in the cult, let's be honest, sees that the person that he killed is alive with a fire scar through the sternum where she was stabbed and leading the army?
Kin is stopped, like stamp midair, about to stamp the next piece of paper. Sets it to the side. You pause underneath chin as he leans on his desk for a moment, thinking, What? That is quite the idea. Because, yeah, not a lot of people know the Tyrant Queen is dead. As a matter of fact, not a lot of people knew where the Tyrant Queen had even gone since she disappeared. Quite literally, she could go back up and
So I heard that Cobalt has her knuckle dusters, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I do have her knuckle.
Oh yeah, I know that Cobalt does. It's Shade asking Kid, yeah.
Yes, Cobalt does indeed have Marie's knuckle dusters.
All right. If we really want to sell it, I could always borrow those to like sell the bid and then hand them off to him again.
You know, I think Marie would actually have approved of this idea because it's smart. It's not. She was practical in a lot of ways, and this definitely would serve a very practical purpose, and it would be in service of her adopted kid.
Yep. And look, let's just be real. Like, I'm obviously nowhere near as strong as Marie. However, if they use an attack on quote-unquote Marie that's actually meant to, like, hurt her, it'll probably do a fuck ton to me. But if there's someone who can live after getting their head cut off or something, it's me, so...
Yeah. Well, as much as I don't want to imagine you being decapitated and having to live through that, you are right.
It'll be fine. If I could live without half my chest, I could live after being decapitated. It takes you 10 seconds to pass out anyways once you're decapitated, so... I can regrow my body in that time, I think.
I don't want to know why you know that statistic.
And then he gets split evenly down the middle, and there are two shades.
Yes. Mitosis. No, they'd kill each other really fast if that happened, so, you know.
Except they couldn't.
Yeah, no, they try.
They try. Probably remerge it somehow.
Yeah, so we do have to be careful, because apparently there's someone who might be able to stop my... I mean, technically speaking, I'm not actually healing, per se. Instead, I'm just rebuilding my body.
It's more like regeneration.
Well, no, because regeneration, like... So what I do is that, like, when I actually physically transform into people, and, you know, that I'm pretty sure that's still driving Midnight crazy a bit.
In the back of his head, it's not how that's supposed to work.
Thing is,
but the thing is that I'm not technically, like, doing anything to heal my wounds. I'm just transforming myself into a healthy version of myself.
Alright.
So it's questionable on if heal blocking things would affect me.
So Shade, one question.
Yep.
Does this transformation of yours take any regard to the mass requirements of the transformation.
Has Shade noticed anything like that? Because I know that he's been turning into like random people to pretend to be them.
What would you be looking for specifically?
If he could turn into like, things that are bigger than his total mass.
Yes.
Then
He
he's
just
gonna go.
inflates like a balloon.
Yeah, he goes. I don't know the full details of it. In fact, it might be better to ask Midnight about it, although you might risk setting him off a bit. But I can turn into things way bigger than I am.
So it sounds like you missing some mass would not necessarily prevent you from reforming what already was.
Yeah, that's why I'm iffy on if the heal block thing would even work against me, because I'm technically speaking not healing.
But if you think you can do it, if you think you can recover from decapitation, then I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah, well, look, I'm not gonna try to get decapitated.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm just saying, like, let's
try
be
not
honest,
to.
if they're using an attack meant for Marie, it's probably going to unexist my chest cavity.
Just try not to die on us, alright?
Hey, Ken.
That's the plan.
Okay. Yesker?
Can you roll me a perception roll, please?
A perception roll. I have not put extra points into perception aside from the first one. Mind perception?
I would allow this, yes.
With a should be instinct.
Yeah, I think instinct is fits very well here.
Okay. You see, there's a success there, but there's also a 1 there, so that's a net of 0.
Would you like to use a soul point to reroll that 1?
Yeah, sure. I'll use one of my 2 soul points for this session to reroll that 1. There is a success.
All right. So, in that case, Kin, your cheek, which is where your mark is, suddenly begins to burn red hot, and you feel... I'm trying to think of the word I want to use here, the right word. Kin, you feel like abomination. Like there is something nearby that is an abomination to you and everything you care about and worship.
Shade, there's something wrong.
And a moment later, so this is not going to be a surprise or ambush or anything because, Kin, you are aware and you were able to warn Shade. The door bursts open as two... They look like Pokemon. Actually, Shade, one of them looks like the servant that you copied to go see Hunter and bring him his meal. Except now his throat has been torn out and half of his internal organs look like they're just kind of sliding on the floor as he's walking.
Ooh, that's nasty. Come on. I gave that guy a break, literally. Why did you have to go after them?
That's nasty.
Come on, they were having a good day.
You can see on like their hands, the skin of their fingers is basically drawn back, revealing the very sharp looking bony talons. And there's 2 of them here. As their glassy eyes aren't really like seeing you, but you can sense that they're looking right at you. And Kin, you specifically, you can just feel naked, raw hatred and hunger for life.
How far away is that door from me?
15 feet.
15 feet? Shade?
Give or take,
duck.
yeah.
Yep.
I will allow you guys to go first for this combat.
Yep. Shade is just gonna quickly comment. I know we were dealing with necromancers, but did they really have to make them look like a straight out of a zombie flick? Come on.
Yeah. Shade, duck. And Ember across the room. Which my Ember now has a range of 20 feet.
Nice. I do want to say real quick for Shade and Kin, these things look very, very freshly made. They haven't even been dead more than 10 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They're still bleeding out and such.
Yeah, that sounds about right considering the time period where Shade gave that servant a break, so.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make your attack, Kin.
Okay, cool. It's been a while since I've made an attack.
Yep.
This would be... So it is...
Is it physical or special?
It's special. So
All right.
Scales off mind?
Yep, goes off of mind.
Expertise, range, not range.
That would be correct.
Yeah,
Ranged.
Mind, range, but we do not use expertise. Any expertise. You do?
Yeah, you do. This is accuracy.
Yeah. Choose expertise that fits your style.
Yep.
I'm gonna say instinct is appropriate for this. 3, 1, an additional 5. There's a 10 in there. Okay.
And you're going to be looking for 6s, because this is on type for you.
5 successes, it looks like.
4, 5. Yep, 5 successes.
That is very easily going to hit these things. They are not fast or nimble.
Awesome. Okay. And then damage is calculated how again?
Power plus skill.
Which the skill is ranged.
Yep. Also, if you have any relevant specialties or the like, and also if there are any modifiers, because I know, for example, Kin's mark is based off of things that are considered unholy, right?
Yes. This will have a special effect to the attack. Yes, that will come into play.
Does he roll
it's not
any
going to add
dice?
It's not going to add damage. It is going to add special effects to the hits.
All right.
Which will automatically happen.
Okay, so I don't roll any dice for it being super effective per se, then.
Yeah, you'll be.
But it is a fire type move, so I do get stab bonus, which is an additional die, correct?
No. So
no.
The stab bonus is on accuracy, where you're looking for 6s.
Okay.
This is where type effectiveness comes in. So if this is type effective, for example,
this would be type effective.
You'll be looking for 6s on damage too. Then.
Okay, nice. So I'm looking for 6s on damage as well. Sweet. And it is power plus ranged.
Yep. And you'll be looking for 6s.
That's 11 dice I'm rolling.
Oh god, these poor undead. These poor undead.
Whoosh.
I mean, they're kind of dead already, so are they really going to care about what happens to their corpses?
They'll probably like it because they'll be a nice cleansing.
So, can you feel your mark begin to glow? And it's not red fire that comes blazing out of your mouth, but pure white flames that lance forward. And you can almost feel if you had done a conventional attack against these, say try to scratch them, stab them, or even just like a normal fire, these things would be able to take that basically without blinking and keep coming. But for some reason, your fire just sears through them, and where it touches, it's like their body is dry kindling for you. And despite, you can see their body is clearly like, soaked in bloods and their various juices. Like, normal fire might not catch very easily, but for these things, they go up and they burn hard as the fires just devour them as if it's a living thing, ripping them apart and just melting them down.
So what you're saying is I don't need to roll the 10% chance to inflict burning.
Yeah, your fire is very, very effective against the undead. Like, very effective. It goes straight through all of their defenses they usually have.
Goodbye integrity, I guess.
AKA, they don't get to roll integrity to soak your hits or anything.
Well, they wouldn't roll.
Integrity? What's that?
Yeah.
They don't get to soak your fire unless, they're very special and may have like an ability that allows them to contest your flames. But just like, the conventional undead are going to burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
It burns.
And you can see your fire is just literally eating them alive until there's nothing but ashes within like 10 to 15 seconds. Like a body should take hours to burn. This took about 10 seconds for them to both burn away into nothing.
So they're both dead.
Someone order extra crispy.
Extra crispy.
Well, I mean, that was their fault for standing in a line.
Yo, who says there's only two?
Yeah, I was about to say,
these
like,
are undead. These are just the ones that came into the room.
Yeah, Shane's gonna like crack his neck a bit and go, all right, I'm gonna go run and figure out where the fuck. You know what? Do you want to go after the necromancer, whoever made these, or do you want to go and warn Hunter about it?
Kin, noticeably your mark is still burning. You still feel there are things here, and they're growing. The amount is growing slowly.
I'll deal with the necromancer. You go warn Hunter.
All right, works for me.
I take off following my instincts on where to go.
Yep. And as you step out of the room, Kin, you can see a half dozen zombies are already slowly just shambling, either getting up or are basically mauling other people, guards or servants that they're able to get their claws into. They are surprisingly fast when they have a target.
And I start burning.
Yes, I just wanted to say that. Basically, you're going to be blazing through them while you're going to be making your way. But
what should
change?
Just real quick, what should Shade roll to get through his portion then?
You will be. How will you want to avoid them?
Oh, well, you see, the thing is that Shade has a 10-foot melee move, and so he's basically going to be doing things like standard zombie procedure shit of like coiling up his projection shadow thing and waiting for them to like get within 10 feet. And then spearing them from a distance, destroying their head, decapitation. Like, if that isn't working well, he'll just start treating it like it's, fuck it, just rip off their limbs and leave the torso there.
Okay.
You can burn those away later, just remove their ability to do anything.
Give us a few, give me a melee attack first, or give me your melee attack.
Alright, any modifiers?
No, they just won't get to like hit you back or anything.
All right.
Not even a creativity die?
Well, I think that's just gonna go to being actually effective what he's doing.
Yes.
Fair.
So this will be for his thing. So, do you want this to be damage or accuracy? It's the same roll either way, but...
Accuracy first.
accuracy. So that's 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 accuracy.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Crit or no crit?
Crits. These things do not move quickly.
Effective, not effective, neutral.
Not effective.
Not effective. Looking for 8s. I see a lot of 7s. But a couple 9s.
There's a couple 9s and a 10.
Yeah. And with a
And
6.
an 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
All right, you are able to start pounding your way through as you start running. And as you do, even though you're destroying these things' heads before they're able to get close to you, these things move quickly. Like, once they have a target in sight, these things go from, like, slow shamblers to very quick trying to get at you. And
All right. Is destroying the head effective, or does he have to go with the limb rip?
You try the first one, tearing its head off, but then its body just starts getting back up again, and then start moving after you. When you rip off the limbs, you're able to stop the body, but the limbs begin to start moving on their own as well.
At least they'll be very, like, almost completely non-effective at self-locomotion, so.
Correct.
Yep. So, he's gonna call that good enough, and if he finds anyone living along the way, he's basically gonna go, hey, rip off their limbs. That's the only way you'll get them down.
The armored soldiers look like they're mostly holding their own against these things. Their claws can't do much against the actual armor, but the servants are being kind of ripped through at the moment.
Yep.
They're just doing their best to get out of the way.
Yep.
Okay. So, Brussels, Shale, Midnight, what are you guys doing?
We'll say he.
Where would you be at right now?
If he's in the keep, or in the mainstay, he probably is in the kitchen. Especially since you just had given Hunter or made something for Hunter like 10-15 minutes ago.
Okay. So Hunter. Okay, so I know what's going to be happening with you, Shale. Brussels and Midnight.
Midnight would be checking out the treasury, finding out how much money the the empire has to work with in terms of war funds.
Okay, so you should actually be fairly safe there, Midnight. Brussels, what about you?
Well, where was the noble eating? That's where I'm gonna be.
In the dining hall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you doing there?
There's definitely some food that he missed.
Fair enough. I mean, even after all these days, yeah, there'd just still be food left. He had a lot there. Okay, so you're going to be very close to Shale then. So, Brussels, Shale. Midnight, you're going to be fairly safe with where you're at. There's not going to be like that many servants in that area, and there's going to be a lot of guards, so you would be mostly safe there, unless you came out.
Groovy.
I'm just imagining all this is going on, and Midnight just like going over some books, counting the gold pieces.
Got an abacus.
Just like walking through this, and just like, because the treasury would be a very closed off and highly defensible area, because you don't want people breaking into, your source of wealth. And it's just like outside through these huge walls. Midnight can't even hear the muffled yells and screams. It's just like
it kind of reminds me of the scene of the Stan Lee cameo in The Amazing Spider-Man when he's just listening to classical music in the library while Spider-Man and the Lizard are fighting around him.
Yep, basically exactly like that, yes. For Shale, you hear a cry coming from outside the kitchen. And then about a minute later, you see a figure, one of the servants slowly shambles in. And it looks like they have been stabbed through the heart and then a giant slash across their chest. And you can see, like, their fingers are deforming almost before your eyes. Their eyes are just very glassy, and they look... Oh God. They just dove onto one of the other servants and are basically just tearing into them and trying to rip their throats out.
Before they can do that, he will try to intercept with a breath strike.
Go for it.
He's not going to let it happen.
Go for it. Let's do this.
Alright, so that's, well, taking that I have not evolved yet, I do not get the, it's 4. Plus, so, okay. Believe this is, okay, yes. Wait, I'm forgetting expertise. He will take out, he will do it, he will try to do this with precision, thus logic. Okay. On 6s, this is on 10, yeah. Okay, so that's 4 because of stab.
You are able to hit.
Okay. And 4 and 2. And this is grass type if it matters any. And I might be reroll. Did that work? That did work. No, that didn't work. Dang it, I had 2 10s. 3 too hard. Okay, so... And a 10. And another 10.
Ooh.
Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7.
All right, Shale. Describe your attack.
So, in a as he reacts in a sudden flash of illusionary grass appears around the character before he in burst of speed flies out of it and drives his claws into the zombie's chest and pressing him back with a blow.
It doesn't just press him back, it actually impales it into the wall. Though the thing is still moving, but it's stuck. It's trying to pull itself free, but it can't yet. It's going to take a while for it to free itself, but it was not able to get to its target. It's trying. It's trying hard, but it can't pull itself free from what you did.
Look, the others.
Poor servant is just... Oh, go ahead.
Looks the others. Someone have some oil. Grab some oil and a match. Let's match. We'd probably need to get him to burn.
They'll nod and quickly rush off to do so. One of them will start dousing it in oil, while another one will get a fire type to
works too.
Figured that's how they would do it.
Yeah, that would work. And I guess from there, Shale will head in the direction of. I'm guessing he's probably hearing more screams and conflict.
Noticeably, before you leave, Shale, when you see them try to set this thing on fire, the fire is like, it's burning, but it's not really doing all of that much. It's burning very slowly, and it doesn't look like it's doing what it should do.
I'm just imagining
this body.
In the kitchen, Shale is like, go get some matches and set it on fire. The fire type that works the ovens just looks over offended.
Sorry.
Whose name happens to be Matches.
Yeah.
Brain. It's not that I would. Anyway, and then he will head in a direction. If he starts to hear more conflict or screaming, he'll run in that direction. Likely come in contact with the horde. Probably attempt a sand slice, which is a 10-foot cone strike.
Okay, go for it.
All right. That one is okay. So that's probably not. That may not hit. Well, if I have to reroll, I have to reroll. Whatever. Wait, I am doing my math wrong. Yeah, I'm doing my math wrong. Okay. Just do forceful to be proper, and then 7, and then -2 for the fact of the second. Sorry. Okay.
What did these ever do to you?
Okay. Tried to kill people in this that work this place and are innocent, possibly. All right, so that's
minor details.
That's 9 to 1, 3, 4 because it's stab 5.
Yeah, you're able to hit. Describe your attack.
Seeing the group, he'll race up. He'll race up. Race up into range of a group of them that'll fit within the cone, or at least he thinks he'll fit in the cone. And he leaps up, takes a spin with his claws, a wave of sand reaching out from the front of it, and will basically slash across the group in bursts of sand hitting them as he swings.
The strikes hits, and you are able to knock many of them down, though they're slowly starting to recover from that and starting to get back to their feet slowly.
Okay, for that group, for those that get hit, they will have a -1 to accuracy. Not that I think it matters, but I figured I'd note it anyway.
Mm-hmm. So Kin, Shade, and Shale, all of you guys, please roll. Give me a perception check as you guys are moving through the hallways and such.
All right. Do you want any specific kind of attribute?
I'll allow you to make anything.
I will do this as body if
I'm
that's
doing
fine.
body. Yeah.
Okay.
You can spend a point of willpower to re-roll, right?
Yeah, the entire roll.
That's how it works. All right.
Wow. Okay.
Cool. Better.
That's better.
I'm tempted to re-roll the 1 just in hopes that it turns out with an even number. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
That's a lot of 6s.
No, look, 2, 4, 6, 8. I have a 2, I have 3 4s, I have 3 6s, and I have an 8. But there's a single 1, which is the only odd number.
Yep, breath method.
I'm tempted just in hopes that it's even, but I'm not going to waste it because this actually looks like it might be a tough situation. Yeah. So Shade's just going to be, you know what? Actually, Kurt, with what I sent you, this actually works out fucking great. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this. This works out great. I'll keep it for the narrative.
Okay.
By the way, I was trying to stop myself, but I can't. Hey, everyone, look. There's an odd one out.
Oh.
Everyone takes.
I couldn't stop myself. I'm sorry. I tried.
Everyone takes 1d4 psychic damage.
Psychic damage for cringe.
There, sent him to the well.
His power will only grow there.
Alright, everyone, I'm back from the well.
Have a nice swim.
Yeah, you know.
7 days.
Oh dear.
All right. So, Kin, Shale, there is one thing that you guys do notice. This is something that you guys would have learned previously over the last couple of days since you guys have been, actually working and helping out here. Is the palace does employ children. A lot of the orphans or the families of the servants who work here, their children also get smaller jobs and everything.
Oh
Right.
dear.
Things that they would be able to handle fairly easily and well.
Right.
One of the things you do notice, though, none of them are being targeted by the undead. The undead specifically are ignoring them. Even when they are in range to be attacked, they do not go after them. And
I feel like
you do see one or two times before you intervene that they actually specifically ignore the children, even just walking past them before you would just basically set them aflame, or
Right.
Shade would just crush them.
Yep. By the way, I feel like it's entirely within character and roleplay correct that Shade is just legitimately forgetting about the children and not caring right now.
Yeah. But yeah, Shale, Kin, you guys both noticed this as you're making your way through the halls and stuff. All of the children are perfectly safe. None of them have been harmed. Other than the fact of, oh my fucking god, undead, and oh my god, my dad is now a zombie, sort of thing.
Emotional damage.
But they're specifically being ignored. Just I wanted you guys to note that.
Interesting.
Okay.
Sorry, what was Shade supposed to note? He was too busy having a bit of fun.
Shade was just having happy fun times and going, oh, look how fun it is to make them explode by squeezing them together.
Yeah, he's just having some happy fun times by himself.
Adding to the trauma.
So got it. Need child armor.
Yep.
Oh god.
I
Everyone,
had the
where's
thought I was
children?
not gonna voice it.
Oh yeah, no, it's probably a good thing that Shade didn't notice.
Yeah.
Quickly, where are the
'Cause-
children as armor?
Protect me, small
Cobalt-
child.
Cobalt and Hunter, the screams have gotten... You guys have started hearing the screams and the yelling. And you hear a cry from outside of the door to where you are, Hunter, and where you are, Cobalt. And a moment later, the doors to the chamber open, and a man walks in. In his left hand, he is holding a longsword that is currently sheathed. The sheath is made out of a very beautiful gold metal, and you can see there is inlay of white and red as well. You can see a crest and just little highlights within the worked metal to just add almost more beauty to it. At his sides are two undead. Noticeably, Hunter, you recognize those as being the two guards who stand watch outside your door. Both of them have had their throats slashed. And the figure himself is clad from head to toe in golden armor. The head is shaped like a snarling Mightyana, and the whole armor is almost like a work of art. There's so much inlay and detail work on the actual armor itself. You could almost swear this is more parade armor than actual armor, but it just seems to. You get the feeling like this is actual, like this armor could take a hit and not even possibly bend too much from a direct blow.
I'll aid you if I can.
Her, there's a saying.
Mhm.
Don't put it on the table unless you want your players to have it.
Well, we have been granted a buff.
Okay. I will take note of that. But yes, this figure has just walked in Hunter Cobalt, and he stops about 30 feet away from you guys, and he just kind of rests the tip of his sheathed sword on the ground, and both of his palms are just resting on the blade. You can't really see, like... You can't see what type of Pokemon he is. You do realize, like, his body is fairly bulky, though, and larger, so he's probably a larger evolution type, but he's not much bigger than, say, 6 or 7 feet tall. Also, Shadow Wolf, it looks more like ceremonial armor, but they both of them can have a feeling like this armor would be very practical on the battlefield still, even though it's so, like, beautiful and everything.
Hunter is going to slowly stand up, looking over to Cobalt. Well, wanna help?
Yeah, Cobalt will nod and, yeah, I'll come along with Hunter.
So, you go with the new leader that overthrew the puppet we had installed here.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that I don't really converse with people that haven't been properly announced.
Dang.
He looks over at one of the zombies before snapping his fingers. Announcing the true Lord Raiga.
Oh god, not another one of those types again.
Actually, no, this is actually what your guards would do for you, Hunter. In this case, he just made the undead do it for him, since that's how things would be.
That's a little better. Dismiss him. I don't want to see him today.
Start cracking my knuckles after Hunter says that.
He chuckles at that. Well, I'm very interested in meeting you, Hunter.
Well, yes, but you have to follow proper protocol. You need to schedule an appointment.
Well, it's possible you may not have many servants left after today. I was a little messy on my way here. My apologies. As he reaches a hand out, you can see, like, a swirl of purple black mist just form. He reaches in before pulling out a large bag of coins and just tossing it to you for your trouble, to pay for the new help.
My people are not just coins.
You get the kind of sense of amusement at that.
This guy is not leaving here alive.
And it is this moment that Kin and Shade will both arrive first, thanks to the card that was played. I will let them reach here, and Brussel and Shale will arrive in a little bit.
Okay.
As
Ooh.
Kin and Shade, you guys would reach the door basically within like 10 or 20 seconds of each other.
I'm just imagining the Spider-Man meme of like us both going down opposite sides of a hallway.
Mhm.
We both took a slightly different path to get here.
I got here because I was following instinct on where to go, and the feeling radiating from
Your mark.
my mark.
Yeah.
Keen, you get the. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, am I getting a feeling or impression from this guy?
Actually, that's exactly what I was about to say. Is this thing is an abomination to you, Kin. This thing is. You almost can't look at it without feeling absolute disgust, sick to your stomach, and an almost maddening rage.
Important question: is the door open or closed?
Door is open.
Door is open. All right. Are there any other like zombies left in this hallway, or is it just where it
Just
cleared it?
it's clear. It's just the two guards next to him.
Yeah, I've been burning them along the way. No.
Yeah. All right. Shay's just gonna comment, "Damn, I was hoping to throw one of the zombies through the door. You left it open. Come on, you can't give me the little entrance I wanted." Rude. Notably, he's saying this to the like newcomer, not to Kin.
Yeah, but Kin's face is twisted in a snarl, and no, he would see no reason to hesitate. He attacks.
Okay. Let's have initiative.
Should I roll mine as is, even if I'm a round behind or 2 rounds behind?
Yeah, we'll have everyone roll.
All
I
right.
mean, the combat tracker up.
Can I use a soul boost to get on this?
It's not. Technically, you're not supposed to, but
okay.
I guess that's up to Kerr.
Actually, technically, you can.
Yeah,
the rules don't specify that. You know, it just says a result of a 1.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna reroll the 1.
Okay.
That's better. Okay.
Let me. Why do you have to be weird today? Whatever.
Is initiative mind or soul? What is it?
It's just
initiative.
It's
just initiative plus 1. The amount of dots you have in
I
initiative
didn't roll
plus
another
1.
dot. I need to roll another die. No, I don't need to roll another 1. And it's the total value. It's not the successes.
Yeah, it's the total value. It's a value roll.
Right. Okay. Dots and initiative plus 1.
I have an idea.
Oh no, it's Cobalt and his evil twin.
Hey, Hex is here.
Hey, Hex.
We have an artist.
Ooh, hey.
Hi.
We now get Doggo doing art of Doggo doing art again.
Alright, give me a second. Nope. Too many dice. Too many dice. God, come on, work with me, computer.
Computer is like, no.
God damn it! Alright, so... Oh, I know what we can do, though. I know what we can do. We can delay turns.
Yes, you can.
Alright, so I'm getting everything set up here. So for the first turn, Shale and Brussel, you guys will not be there yet.
Okay.
After turn 1, you guys will arrive, though.
Okay.
That works.
So he is going to reveal that. And he is going to delay himself to here. So this would be at 7.5. Boop, boop, boop. Because he would be going after the first two afterwards. All right, so before combat begins, Kin, do you want to say anything?
Why would I say anything to filth?
I was just checking. As he's going to kind of like glance over his shoulder to Shade and Kin before looking ahead of him at Hunter and Cobalt. And he is going to slowly draw his blade. And the sword would be silver metal, but you can see a purplish black aura just like leaking off of it. Almost like a mix of smoke and liquid. Kin, looking at that blade is almost more painful than looking at him.
It is vile.
Actually, Kin, since you have your mark, I will allow you to try to identify it.
Okay. What do you want me rolling?
Give me a lore roll. Lore.
Does
lore roll.
Hunter get to?
Yeah, I'll let Hunter try. Sure. I think Hunter might be able to do it.
Would instinct or logic be better for this?
I think for you, I think almost instinct.
Alright. And mind, or would this scale off something else?
Mind.
Willpower reroll.
That's 2 successes.
On a 2 and a 3.
Okay. So, Hunter and Kin. This sword is... This sword probably has power built into it. You're not sure exactly how much power. Probably quite a lot, though, based on, like, what you're just... It's literally coming off of it as body heat, basically. But what you guys can both get a sense of immediately is if this blade kills anyone, they're basically going to rise as the undead, loyal to whoever holds the sword. And that they're not going to be very good. They're basically going to be trash mobs, but against like unarmored targets or unskilled targets, they're going to be very effective in causing havoc and killing more and making more of their number. It's possible the sword has more abilities and such, but based on those rolls, you're not really super sure what it could do. Likely, Hunter, you think it could likely try to protect its host, whoever's holding it. But other than that, you're not sure on like the exacts of what something like this could do. You do know that this thing is a sort of affront to Arceus, though. This is something that does not feel good, yet for some reason, both Hunter and Kin, despite your feelings of like disgust and such, both of you feel like almost like I'm trying to think of the right word I want to use here. A like dark kinship with this blade.
Nope. It needs to be cleansed, bathed in holy fire.
And he's gonna just kind of look between the four of you. And he is just going to kind of flicking his finger to each one of you.
All right,
as though trying to decide.
As he flicks his finger towards Shade, he's just going to say, "Oh, don't worry, the blood isn't mine."
He's going to turn to you, Shade.
Draw an aggro. Let's go.
And he is going to just kind of step forward. And he is fast. He should not be this fast in that type of armor. And he's already, as he stops in front of you, Shade, his blade is already dragging across the ground in a slashing motion, moving up to your chest.
And I AOO him with my 10-foot.
I also need him to make an acrobatics check.
Why? Oh, because of your shadows?
Yes. Hunter's shadows were spread throughout the room. It's just a simple rise him up, and he might get tripped.
What's the difficulty?
Well, for this, I would probably... Where is this sheet? There it is. Well, it would probably be based on soul. So... Let's see. 5... 7... $8.
Alright, let's see how we do.
Yes, Hunter's lair action.
Holy.
All right, quick. What's the Thaco?
Oh, come on. Let him get tripped and fall flat on his face.
I think that'd be funny.
The dice speak.
Oh.
Quick, somebody vaporize Kerr's dice. Come on. Let this guy get tripped and fall flat on his face. Come on. I'd play a Marten video for a timer, but unfortunately the Marten bot doesn't work with this setup. Lightpaw says, don't you invoke Thaco in this house. We are a clean Saren right server.
Hey, look, I like Thaco. There's a reason that Zim hates it every time I bring up math. I'm a base Thaco enjoyer. Hell, I'm the one that like literally spent time for like an OSR thing. Literally taught a bunch of people here how Thaco works again.
I'm giving it a little bit of time in case people want to do it. Try to vaporize the dice.
I keep forgetting what Thaco stands for.
To hit armor class
to
0.
hit AC, yeah, to hit AC 0.
Yeah.
I do things. Stall.
So, in this day and age, sometimes you just have those bosses that need to be brought down a peg or two, everybody. So that is why we are pleading to all of you for that special card to vaporize Kerr's dice, so that way this guy just gets tripped and falls flat on his face.
Minsk and
It
Boo.
would be
You forgot the Boo.
so great. You know? Also, something was redeemed.
I do think so. Thank you for vaporizing
there it is.
Storyteller.
Hey!
Time for him to roll 8 successes anyways.
He had 15 there.
Minsk and Boo. You forgot the
Let's
Boo.
try again.
The difficulty has also been increased for this. So you'll be looking for 8s.
I never know. Okay. Cue all the fucking 9s in the world. Just realize.
Quick, we need 2 more difficulty increases.
Why would you do that?
Quick, he needs to get double successes on 9s.
Yeah, it decrease critical. Or decrease like increase critical, decrease critical, whatever the positive one is. Make all those 9s explode.
Ew.
Gross.
Cancel Kerr. Cancel Kerr. Dance party, dance party, dance party, dance party.
Party? What?
The I do things is a little thing.
Alright. What'd you get?
He had 9 successes on that.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, less than 15.
Much
That's
less than
still-
50. He would have
Still
gotten
more
5
than
more
8.
successes if you hadn't raised it.
It's still more than 8.
Fine.
As Hunter, your shadows start lashing out, and he's basically just start running, and he's just bounding on top of them, leaping, and using almost them as a foothold, as he's moving much more nimble than someone who's wearing armor should be able to. God damn it. If Shale was there, I would have let you roll. Because
Oh man, if Dale was there, I had a plan, so
Shale actually might be able to identify what this looks like to him because of his some of his stuff.
Alright.
But you guys might have. I'll allow Shade and Kin to make this roll. If you guys want to try to make a medicine roll, I will allow you to.
Wait! Backing up a bit.
Oh.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I had a skill gamble earlier.
Hmm.
And I rolled for an extra die. Oh.
Sedge. Okay.
Soul. 10!
Huh? That soul was only
Yeah,
on
which
one.
now means that, the boss can now roll for his stuff to try and get rid of his ones, if he has any.
Yes. He will.
I don't want those 2 epic cards to go to waste. Plus, I'm making him burn soul boost dice, so, plus.
Yeah, he is burning soul boost dice. He is still able to keep up with Hunter.
You rerolled 2 dice.
Yeah, he has multiple soul.
He had 2 1s, and he burnt 2 soul.
Ooh.
And both of them were 8 or above?
It
They
also
don't
took
have
away
to
the
be.
ones.
It also takes away the ones, so that's why you rolled
right.
2.
That's why. I didn't want to burn his soul dice if I didn't have to.
Okay, so what was this about a medicine check?
Kin and Shade, you guys can make a medicine roll.
Based on what?
Mind.
All right.
Three, two, net 2.
I think it's being so weird today. I don't get you. I got a 4.
Shade, you rolled high enough. And this is actually kind of appropriate considering like all the horrific things you've done before in your life. Shade, the way he is moving and just kind of bounding and leaping like this, normal armor would not allow a person's body to move like this. However, if the armor was literally fused into a person's body and replaced their flesh, they could probably pull some of this off pretty easily.
Ew.
All right.
Nice.
So is he still like moving towards Shade?
Oh yeah, he's still moving. Yeah, like you're seeing all this as he's literally dodging Hunter's shadows, leaping over them, blocking them with his blade, and just kind of moving way faster and better than someone in armor should have. It's like you just kind of idly know. It's like, huh? Well, that's how I would do it. Oh, that's how he's doing it. Before he's immediately in front of Shade, swiping his blade up at him.
Can Shade still do the attack of opportunity with his reaction?
You can try, yes.
All right. Shade is going to specifically go for his legs to try and make him jump a bit.
Okay.
Modifiers, any and all.
I'll let
So
you
it's-
make a +1.
Plus
+1
one.
dice.
So it's less armor and more dermal plating at this point.
Yeah, you could almost put it that way, yes.
Now that Kin realizes this.
It also
Wow.
might be the realization, Kin, of why his entire body feels like an abomination is because he's using necromantic powers to do this.
Damn. Okay, you know what? You know what? This is important enough that I'm willing to re-roll this. Look at all those 5s. I don't like those 5s. Funnily enough, this is actually also 5 success, but I don't think that's going to hit this fucker. You know what? Maybe with armor, but then again, he seems to not be taking the malices from armor, so. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll. There's some 10s.
Ooh, yes.
And one of them even got another success. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 successes.
All right, let's see, because I am going to have something cool happen here.
All right.
And
the
this
important part
is
is that
Molly and-
Shade is trying to make him jump. It is all in, yes.
Yes. I did not roll out dice there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. He's still using that right now. So, Shade. Describe how you're doing this.
All right. So there's shadows like covering the ground right now, right?
Yes, from Hunter's tentacles.
Yeah. So Shade is basically going to slither his projection like through Hunter's shadows, and then proceed to attack from a low blind spot, or at least what should be a normal low blind spot. Specifically to take out the legs, either 1 to force a jump, or 2 to like basically take out the legs to like slow down the charge. And if he does jump, basically he also wants to act it like a bait, so that way, like, you know, he can't dodge midair, or at least if he can, it'd be very hard, and then he'd basically have his projection fork and basically try and spear him while midair.
So, Shade, where are you having your projection come out of your body at?
Bottom of his feet. Or, like,
okay,
basically, like, where the shadow is, so that way it's not visible, if at all possible.
Okay. That's what I wanted to check that. Makes sense. Thinking real quick. You're this close to him. Shade, can you roll perception for me, please?
Sure. Any attribute?
Body.
Body? Cool.
Mm-hmm. You get a +1 since you're so close to him.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
Okay, so you would see this beforehand, Shade. You notice some of the ornate workings on the armor aren't just actually ornate. You actually see some of the little decorations actually blink this close.
Ooh.
And as your tendril of shadows tries to come up to force him to try to jump, instead of jumping, he just kind of shifts his body a little bit, so his blade just cleaves through it as well. And, Shade, I need you to make a willpower roll for me.
All right. As it is a failure, I am going to go ahead and soul.
Okay.
For the previous thing.
Okay.
That is now 12 success on accuracy.
Still not high enough.
Damn. 12 accuracy, not high enough.
He had 14.
Okay.
Damn.
What are you? Because you don't roll.
He rolled it.
You don't roll. It goes against the score.
No, this is one of his abilities he's using to make an attack back. Basically, instead of trying to dodge or avoid it, he's immediately attacking Shade's attack back at it. Or I can't talk. I swear I can.
Parrying, basically.
He's trying to parry.
Yes.
Yes, he's literally slashing Shade, and basically whichever attack rolled higher was going to hit.
So basically, you're saying is that he took a move action and a parry action, but is not actually attacking.
No, he instead of.
Well, because you only have 2 actions that you can do. So
yes,
he's either moving and attacking, or he's moving and parrying.
He's using a specific ability that I gave to him.
Okay.
Okay.
I have his character sheet up.
All right. I'm just trying to be clear about it, because you do. He gets 2 turns because he's probably considered a boss.
He only gets 2 abilities. Basically, instead of parrying an attack, he can use his attack to roll against you. If he rolls higher than you, he can hit you. If you roll higher than him,
upgraded parry.
Yes,
he just has upgraded parry. But however, the thing is that still takes an action, so he wouldn't have been attempting to attack Shade. He moved and then used an upgraded parry action. He did not take the attack action.
We're rules lawyering on this because, we are kind of playtesting the system. So
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the mechanic of this, just to try and make sure that it's clear.
Like blowing to attack will blow through in a way.
All right, but So I'm just letting you know that is just what upgraded parry does, and that is already like an action that could have happened. But the thing is just the action economy of moving and taking an action is all you could do. So he wouldn't have been attacking from the first thing. He would have been taking a parry action, which is different. At least by standard rules. But you wanted me to roll a willpower. What nature?
There
Give
is
me 1
influence.
second.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 sec. I will be right back. 1 moment.
So, how is Chad out there?
Yeah, Chad, how's it going?
That's pretty good. Glad it's going well so far.
Yeah.
God, I want to play some Power World again, but I don't think my PC could handle it and streaming.
Aww.
Ooh, 9 responses. Dopamine hit.
My response wasn't too in-depth.
Oh, it doesn't need to be. I'm just happy because I looked over and there were 3 more responses that I get to read through. Although it is no longer unanimous, sadly.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree with Lightpaw. We don't want to explode the backup computer.
Oh yeah, let's not explode the computer, yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that yet. At least wait until we get the main one back.
I mean, the backup computer is also part of the setup because it's a 2-computer setup. So no, we don't want to.
But explosions are fun.
When they're
We can blow up the
controlled.
tertiary computer then.
When they're controlled and not on accident. When not yeah. When they don't. You know what I mean. Anyway.
I don't know why. I just really like scrolling through here, seeing like all this feedback. I'm very glad that we decided to do this.
Number Derg is happy with numbers.
Dopamine go burr. Many numbers.
Much good.
Although, funnily enough, the only question that there's an entire spread 1 through 5 is an argument over expertise contributing to damage.
Now I know why a certain someone was telling me about they're torturing me with math.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
the one
have
leading that.
no idea. Show him the sheet. Let him see the sheet.
Yeah, sure. I'll just drop the link in. I'll just drop the link in Last Hope. Everyone may look at the sheet. Make sure to remember that there are additional tabs at the bottom that you may click.
Okay, armor math. Okay, let's see. The hell is this?
Armor math.
This is numbers.
Welcome to my life, Monday! Or whatever the hell it was.
So, you want to walk us through this?
Oh, if you want me to, I can.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh crap. I think I need to go, yeah, I got a thing. I need to go, there's a thing.
Zim
what
has
was
a
that?
stream to run.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Yeah, I gotta go, yeah, got a call. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't be too long.
Oh.
Yeah, after all, you might miss the first quarter of the explanation.
Oh, damn. The tech chat just showed up. Apparently, one of my principals is asking me if we have an emergency. There's a football game, and I gotta go fix a Jumbotron. Back in a bit.
Oh my gosh.
I'm okay with.
Is everyone allergic to math or something?
I'm not.
There's a reason why I'm one of the people that like just does like as much of the
Math
work on this
is
as I can.
evil.
No, it's not.
A necessary evil, but it's still evil.
Math is a tool.
Math has
Like anything
no
else.
alignment.
Yeah, math.
You're playing the math game, though.
I hate math.
Math has no moral alignment. It is purely lawful.
Oh, math can shove it.
I mean, with the right calculations, I'm sure it could.
I've been able to get by just on basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Don't need none of that calculus shit.
Meanwhile, Zim asking me that literally today how many different combinations of types we have.
That was mostly because I was excited and I woke up with about 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep and brain was not fully on, but I wanted to figure this out right then.
Yeah, I was asleep at the time and I didn't wake up from that, but I'm just like, you want with basic or without basic? And then he went, give me both. And I'm like, cool, it literally just changes 2 numbers.
So first tab, tier 1 versus ED. What is ED?
Estimated damage.
Estimated damage.
So, the estimated damage for difficulty 5 roll, which is if you're double weak to it, all the way through to difficulty 9, which is if you are double resistant.
Ah, okay. I see. So difficulty 7 would be standard. Okay.
Yep.
All right, and power has to do with
Yeah, the expected power of the attack going in. Which, the reason it's not just damage is because based on the different estimated damages, the difficulty, it'll come out with different numbers.
A miss.
Okay.
Not enough ale.
So power 12 would be like if someone were rolling 12 dice against
Yes.
the armor?
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, for example, power 12 is like Shade's base damage right now.
Right. Okay.
Well, looks like that Jumbotron got fixed. Looks like they didn't need me after all.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Light physical. Okay, and the type of armor, so it starts with light physical versus physical or special damage.
So that way we could check to see what happens if it's you're wearing wrong typed armor.
Yeah. Then light special against physical or special damage, and light balance against physical and special type damage. Okay.
Yep.
Then medium, heavy. Alright. So with a difficulty 5. Actually, no, go to difficulty 7 because that's going to be what's standard.
Yep.
And let's go down to balance. Just make things easy. So diff 7 I'm guessing that's durability.
Durability, yep.
So on average, they'd be losing 2 durability. And then diff 7 HP. Is that the HP? Is that the damage that would be
of the wearer?
All right, that's the
how much damage is
expected
expected to get through the armor. Yes.
3.33 continuous.
We didn't round so that way we can get the true math numbers.
Right. So on average, slightly more than 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Reading it is real simple then.
Yeah.
Now that I know what it all stands for.
I tried my best to make sure that it was very legible.
Yeah.
He was walking me through the math.
Yes, because you're a developer. It matters that you know the math behind our system.
So, math, and power with power 12, going against a difficulty 7, the average amount of hits would be so a 30% of those would hit, correct?
What do you mean by 30% of those would hit?
Because difficulty 7, the dice range from 1 to 10. 30% of those would be hits.
No. So the thing is that for
40%.
difficulty 7, the expected value of a dice is 0.44 repeating. Because you also have to remember that 10s explode, so for each explosion, which is a 10% chance of happening, it adds on a value of a 10% of the original, which is 40, so it becomes 44, and then it keeps going infinitely.
Right. So 4.4 dice repeating would be hits. Okay.
Would be successes, yeah.
Would be successes.
And then for difficulty 8, it goes to 0.33. For 9, it goes to 0.22. And then it continues in the other direction. So actually, a difficulty 5 roll, 2/3 of them are going to be estimated value of a success.
Right. Okay. I'm understanding what you're putting down. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. In which case, against tier 2 armor, a difficulty 7.
Tier 2 armor is supposed to be rated against power 18, effectively. 18 to 24.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm going tier 2 is because that's the armor I have. Though, granted, I'm not wearing it at this moment because I was doing administrative work. I didn't anticipate being interrupted to do combat in the middle of our stronghold.
Yeah.
So
Hex, you do a pretty good for some of what you said. You do a pretty good job on pause.
Alright.
Hex is an amazing artist.
Yeah, I mostly copied because he wrote down. He wrote, "I don't know how to draw pause." Sad face on page.
Hex is very down on himself, even though he shouldn't be.
Yeah, no, you're doing great.
Yeah, he's doing good.
I don't know if he's even listening, actually.
I'm gonna just assume that he is.
Hopefully. Maybe.
Everything's fine.
So, heavy balanced armor.
Hey there, Sumi.
Seems like I'm gonna be fairly well protected for a lot of power.
Yeah.
Really well protected.
The balance is that when it goes in terms of the actual HP on your armor, you're kind of shit out of luck. Because your armor, you still get all the negatives when it reaches 0 HP, 0 durability, but you don't get any of the positives at that point.
Yeah.
So once the durability on your armor goes, you're gonna need to figure out a way to get out of your armor.
You're gonna need to doff it.
Yeah.
Which, being trained in the use of heavy armor, would make donning and doffing armor easier.
It's still a lengthy process, though.
I suppose.
Yeah.
You'll have to extinguish turns to burn turns to get out of it.
Yeah, but then there's also things like you could probably describe it as literally starting to rip the armor off of yourself as turns go by, but you'll have to do something to get out of the armor.
Alright. Unfortunately, Kin is not in their armor right now because they were doing administrative work.
To be able to get out of armor, all you need is your abra.
He was cooking. I have a question. Quick recur when he gets back.
Yeah, what is taking Kerr so long?
I don't know.
He might be using the bathroom or something. I don't know.
Okay.
He does tend to have stomach problems.
Been there.
And I mean, as long as
I also like during all of this, Midnight is just happily counting away.
Abacus clicks,
oblivious to all the chaos going on around him.
He's gonna walk out and go out and see just chaos and what?
There's corpses everywhere.
No. By the time he walks out, those corpses will be ash. Kin will make sure of that. But yeah, no. As long as the armor gets maintained between encounters when possible, it should be fine. Maintained and repaired. And we literally have access to an entire empire's worth of resources. Getting an armor to repair my armor would be no issue.
Yeah, that'd be negligible. It'd just be more
That
pass it
depends
off.
on how many are zombies.
I mean,
It spreads.
I just got booted out of Fantasy Grounds.
Oh,
wow. That's not good.
could be it. It may just been AFK.
No, it's
Probably.
happened a little bit here and there, I've noticed.
Yeah, because I lost the Wi-Fi on my phone too. It just came back.
Ooh. Yeah, with power 24, power 30. 18. So what was the reason you did these in jumps of 6 power?
Because that's the stat change amount that you can get on temporary basis.
Oh. Stat change you can get on a temporary basis.
Yeah, because remember, you can only go plus or minus 6. So this tells me that if you're an attribute 20 character for like our current balance for attribute 20, how much are you, if you get dropped down to minus 6, how much are you expected to do, which is not much.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the that's the point of it. It also basically shows you that if you're in tier 1 armor while you're supposed to be swapping over to tier 2 soon, and then someone fully, puts up all their stuff, what's going to happen to you? And the answer is not pretty things.
Yeah.
It'll be painful. Which is, as it should be. It's just more,
Alright, sorry about that. I had to step away for a minute. I am back now.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back.
All right, so you wanted me to roll something willpower?
No. Given your influence is fine. We lost someone.
Oh,
And they're back.
And they're back. Don't worry.
Okay, no, I was just checking.
All right, Merle's having a little bit of internet things, so.
Also, Sume, this is the Last Hope Scar. It is a Pokemon tabletop game that we do here on the channel. Zim, if you want to say.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah, this is a custom system we've been building for over a year now, and coming along very well.
And we will be starting a Digimon game fairly soon today.
With the same system.
Same system.
Yes.
All right. So what is the
No, it's fine. Gimmond used a influence, so you do not have to make that roll.
Okay.
So then Shade, instead you may make your damage roll.
Okay. Any modifiers?
No.
All right. There was a all-in card played, so this will count as a crit, so that turns it to this. Difficulty?
Standard difficulty.
Standard difficulty, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sume, what they were talking about regarding armor was part of this system.
4, 5. Only 5 damage. Whatever. I still got to hit him.
All right. Yeah. So Shade, you are able to hit. It doesn't really seem to do much though, as you strike his armor. It seems like the metal itself just seemed to kind of bend with the blow and absorb a lot of the force. Brussel and Shale are on their way at the moment.
Yep.
But he will stop there. Kind of more amused than anything by that. So, Shade, it'll be your turn.
All right. Shade is just going to really quickly ask the guy, so why is your armor blinking at me?
Because I need to keep track of everything. And having more than 2 eyes is very helpful.
Oh, okay. Shade is then going to, like, where at least he saw the eyes, he's going to attempt to hit the absolute fuck out of it, although he is going to use a, self buff move real quick first, which just is a physical damage increaser. And so he's basically going to try and poke out some of the eyes.
You can try.
You will be trying. It will probably not go well, but the attempt will be made. Or, and hear me out.
That's a lot of 10s.
Or hear me out, maybe Shade just has something magical about him when fighting, like, people he should never be able to scratch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 for poking out eyes.
Yeah, you can roll your damage.
Any modifiers?
No. Wow. That's a lot of 10s.
Alright.
Does he crit? No.
No, he already said the DC. It doesn't crit. Well, I still roll damage. That one's only a 2 damage. Or 3 damage, sorry.
Yeah, 3 damage.
3 damage. But he's still poking out eyes with it, just to be an asshole. Oh, wait, hold on, I forgot. I have one more dice. 4 damage.
Yeah, once again, like, it doesn't seem like you're doing that much to him. He seems more kind of amused than anything, though he is kind of noticing your hits. It's just not doing much through the armor that he's wearing.
That is fair. It's more about the principle of the damn thing. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you can see the eyes are kind of like glaring at you now when you try to gouge them. Yeah, like you try to hit them, they turn to metal as you strike before kind of shifting back as you pull your hand away. You're not doing much. You're kind of denting them a little bit, but nothing like really terrible.
Just imagining that, like, people are just, like, looking at a frowning Shade who's covered in blood that's not his, attempting to poke eyes out of an armor piece.
Hunter keeps getting cut in half.
Yeah. Alright. I guess that's going to be Shade's turn then. Hunter.
Well, Hunter's gonna attack him from behind.
You may attempt.
I lit darkness. Which would be 13 dice. Not a good roll. Getting better.
Not a good roll. Getting better.
Soul boost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That will hit.
Woohoo! So that would be 5 plus 3 for 8. Five.
So describe your attack.
Well, his shadows are going to raise up behind him in a semicircle or semisphere. And the eyes are just going to form and zap.
The impact hits the armor. The armor bends a little bit.
They're specifically going to be targeting his eyes. The eyes on his armor.
Okay. Would you know about those? Because they're very small. The only reason Shade saw them was because he was so close.
I mean, Shade did say, "Why is your armor blinking at me?"
Yeah, and he did respond.
Fair. Okay. He kind of grunts a little bit, and you see him kind of jerk with the strike before just kind of moving out his arm and just kind of rotating it, shaking it off before looking back. That was very rude, you know.
I mean, turning our people into zombies is also kind of rude.
I mean, they were fun to rip apart, but yeah, that's probably considered a bit of a faux pas.
I left the ones that mattered safe.
They all matter to me.
Cool motive, still murder.
All of them mattered to me.
And you were paid their fair cost.
They are worth... They are invaluable. You can't just throw money around and expect that to make it up.
You'd be surprised by how many Pokemon would be okay with that.
I'm not.
He just... You actually see the metal muzzle of the armor actually move into a smile. Anything else from you, Hunter?
I'm not going to be like all of the other rulers that have been around this world. Their lives matter just as much as mine. And that will be it for Hunter.
Okay, I have an action. As I'm coming down the hall. Am I feeling the bad juju from where I am?
Yes.
Shale's going to attempt to activate the crystal.
You would Digivolve. Or wow, you would evolve. Sorry. Sorry, Brand Digimon.
Thinking what it goes to. This will be above the level, and I will switch this now, even though this is not the current level of the crystal. Brussel would watch Shale racing down the hallway. Probably should get the narrative done and then fix the other icon. Racing down the hallway as he pulls out the gem and watches him grow tall, almost tripling in size. As the form clears from the glow, he would see very long, sharp spikes rolling down his the now very almost carpet covered back, much like javelins, as the very spiky and somewhat somewhat dark looking Mega Saiyan / races for the door. I will fix the one on my screen. That's where I am, and that's gonna take the turn to get there. So, Brussel, you're up.
Oh boy. And I'm following along. Oh, come all you workers who toil night and day, by hand and by brain to earn your pay. Who those centuries all past and no more than your bread, have bled for your countries and counted your dead. We're the first ones to starve, the first ones to die, the first ones in line for the pie in the sky. And we're always the last when the cream is shared out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about.
Why is Brussels singing just ominous?
as Brussels assassins begin to come out of the shadows and begin to go after the undead. Where the fuck did all these things come from? Fuck it, I'm not questioning it right now. This is helpful.
Okay, I was joking about the ninjas.
Thank you, Gibbon.
How the hell does he have ninjas? Brussel,
By the way, it's
why do you
Geeman.
think I didn't have ninjas?
Oh, Gibbon, sorry.
He never corrected me. And I finally found out the other day. And I am not going to continue with his mispronunciation of his name.
Like, Geemond?
Geemond.
Geeman.
Okay.
Geemond. Like with a more of an E sound.
Right.
Even though he says
Yes.
Gimmond is fine, it is not.
For the people who are wondering, that's the Workers' Song by the Longest Johns.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, I'm also considering you too, Edo.
Alright. So it is now. Who's it not showing? There he goes. It is now his turn. And yeah, he is just going.
No, I saw it flash for a second at 7.5.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there you go.
There it is.
Oh.
His second turn.
Because
He
he
delayed
held
action.
action. He
Yeah,
held
held
his
action.
turn.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, he was going to have 2 turns back to back, and no, we want to reset his all those penalties. Otherwise, it's going to be bad.
Yes, yes, it will be.
But he is very annoyed with you, Shade.
Good.
Not
He's
good.
supposed to be.
Not good.
Yes, good.
No, not good.
Yes, good.
Not good.
Yes, good.
I don't think this is good for you.
I think it is.
I disagree respectfully. I don't think you're going to like what happens.
I think it'll be fine.
Strong.
Shade, just out of curiosity, what happens if your flesh starts to necrosize?
If his flesh starts to necroticize, again, he's not actually properly healing, so I mean he is, but he isn't. It's not exactly like it's basically he could probably just reform his body at about the same rate or greater than it would necrosis itself. He does have a rather strong healing ability.
That is a lot of rerolls of an individual die.
Yeah, it could just be 10s into 10s into 10s.
Yeah.
This is for accuracy anyway, so.
Yeah, this is for accuracy. This isn't for damage.
But that accuracy could determine crit.
It could, yes.
What's your defense? Your dodge, Shade?
For which stat?
Normal.
Physical or special?
Physical.
Physical is 6.
And crit is double that, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Double that or +5, whichever is higher. Which would be double, obviously.
All right. That will be a hit. That will be a hit.
It may be a hit, but is it a crit? That is the question. It probably
That is a crit. That is
all
a
right.
crit.
1.5.
Alright. So roll 1.5 dice.
Yep, 1.5 times the normal dice pool.
That's what I thought. Just checking.
Shit'll be fine.
So with that, it should be, provided I did not miscount the dice, should be about this, with the crit included. That will be 6 points of damage to you.
He doesn't get past integrity. Let's go, chip damage.
Really, Hex?
Alright.
He's gonna be fucking... He's probably gonna be more than a little bit surprised when he hits Shade, and then it's like hitting a brick wall. That probably shouldn't happen that much to him.
Really,
You
Hex?
see him just... you see him look for a moment, kind of cock his head, looking at you, before you get like the impression of, I just didn't swing hard enough that time.
Yeah. Well, that's about what I figured, but you know. Normally, bare minimum effort is probably enough to slice people in half for him, so...
Yes. And I believe his second action, he can make another attack, yes?
So long as it's not with the same move, yes.
Okay,
It'll be at -5 accuracy.
I don't think that will be a problem. But
Probably not, but, you know.
what would he do here? He's kind of just like, huh. Neat.
Neat rolls a single shoulder.
He would use this move to, let's see. That's a lot of 10s.
Woo!
So it's not an attack, though. God damn it. Where was this for the attack damage?
I know, right?
You see the gold body actually start to ripple and move before it takes the form of, instead of a Houndoom, it now looks like a Nidoking. And also, like, the scratches and damage to the armor looks to have flowed over and healed.
Neat.
As he's just kind of stretching before you see the metal of the sword start to change before it turns into a very large axe that he kind of just pulls off of your shoulder, Shade, and kind of gives a test swing for a moment. And Cobalt.
All right. All right. I'm trying to think. All right. Since we're pretty much in the throne room, is there anything like big pillars or anything like that?
Yeah.
I thought we were in the personal room of Hunter.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh.
I'm assuming the throne
wait.
room was the personal room.
What
Oh,
was... Is his personal room the throne room?
No, these are his personal quarters that we're
Okay.
in.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
thought.
So I'm assuming we don't have any pillars.
That is up to
Would you like
her.
them to be there?
That's up to Kerr, yeah.
That's fair. Okay, Kerr.
I
let me
could see
know.
pillars being in here. I could see pillars being in there. It would fit the the theming of the building itself.
How big are these pillars?
3 or 4 feet.
3 or 4 feet.
Are you gonna make more work for the construction and repair crew?
Maybe.
I just fixed one of them.
Literally less than a week ago.
Angry veneer noises are heard. I mean, not veneer.
Bunnelby.
Wrong one. Right? Angry
Bunnelby.
bunny noises are heard from off in the distance.
Okay. Like, but really, 3 to 4 feet.
Yep.
That's
not-
width, not height.
Yeah, I was about to say that kid. That's because if it's fucking height, then we're like tiny.
We could be tiny.
I mean, we are technically, but you know what I mean.
After all, Shade was never made big.
All right, but yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I want to actually use Rock Smash on one of the bases, the pillars, and then hit it as hard as I can on the other end and try to get the pillar to fall down onto this person.
Ooh, potential damage and pin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So it is.
Cobalt bringing down the roof. No. There's a good amount of successes in there.
Okay.
Six total successes?
6, yeah.
Assuming standard difficulty.
Yes. You strike, and you are able to cause the pillar to come tumbling down towards him. And let's see. I think this would be an athletics roll to avoid getting, crushed by rubble and a giant pillar.
Yeah.
What's the power of that move, Cobalt?
Since it's Rock Smash, it is 4.
4.
Yeah, Rock Smash is like not very damaging, but it's like, a TM move.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can always upgrade it, but yeah.
So what should the difficulty be set to for this roll?
It does
Maybe
have
go to the number of successes he rolled
Yeah.
on the damage. I'd have to beat that on a athletics roll to avoid it.
Yeah. It does have a potential where, like, on a 50% chance, I could lower his defense by 1.
Nice.
That would be if you hit him with it.
Yeah, but of course that would be a hit if I hit with him.
Yeah. Here the Rock Smash move actually just lets you break the pillar without, considering normally breaking one of these pillars would be very, very, very difficult. You are able to do it just by making it. You're just determining the difficulty of how many successes he needs.
Yeah.
Though he did roll fairly decently. He does have to kind of duck away from Shade as the pillar comes running, and he's literally just he's very large in this form. But in that case, it's almost serving as a little bit of a help, as some of the smaller pieces that kind of hit him doesn't slow him down, as he's just kind of forced to disengage from Shade to avoid, getting crushed by the giant pillar of stone you tried to drop on him. He looks somewhat grumpy at that.
So could Shade be an asshole and attack of opportunity him for moving away?
Yeah, I was going to say, do we have attacks opportunity?
Yeah, he had his turn. He used his first reaction before it was his turn, so it was his turn since then.
Yeah, yep. I was about to say, yep, it has been. Yes, you would have your attack of opportunity.
All right, Shade.
They would've
You know
reset.
it's Shade. You know what he's gonna do. He's gonna be an asshole.
You can try.
What he's going to do is he's basically going to try to like grab the leg or something to like slow it down, and like try and like bend it and crush it a bit.
Okay.
Any accuracy modifiers?
No.
That's okay. You know what? There's the swing in fortune.
That's a lot of ones.
Unless 1, 2, 3, 4 down to 1, 2, 3, 4.
I will not. This time he
Damn.
is able to nimbly avoid you from grabbing onto him. He's sort of realized that, yeah, you can kind of chip at him, so maybe he should take care not to let you hit him if he can avoid it.
Fair.
Though the room is now covered in all sorts of rubble, which might make dodging and ducking a little bit more difficult now.
Difficult terrain.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Kirkute.
Absolutely. But
Yep.
is that all of Cobalt's turn then?
I mean, pretty much I want to say it is. I want to say it's like a movement and action, so yeah.
Okay. Then it will be Kin, and we will have Kin's turn before we end.
Alright. Okay. About how far is he from me?
From you,
Given that I was probably, if not
he's
next
about
to
like
Shade.
at this point, he's probably about 15 feet away now because he actually had to move away from Shade. I was gonna say he was going to be about 10 feet, but he'd be a little bit closer.
All right, he is within range. I am attacking. So that's range, plus mind, but not the power yet because that goes into the damage. Which mind, instinct.
By the way, notably, if you do have a specialty, it increases the skill effectively, so it would be both accuracy and damage if you have a relevant specialty.
I do not have a specialty.
I know, I'm just saying for like everyone's benefit.
Right. Oh, come on!
Pain, suffering.
One soul to
It's one soul to reroll a result of a 1, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
1, 2, 3. So probably a 7 with stab.
3, 4, 6, 7.
And it probably has -2. It's a good chance. -2 hit stun.
Yeah.
So
7 to hit.
Almost.
Almost.
As Kin, you let loose these blasts of flames, and this time, unlike with all of you guys, where he didn't seem that all concerned about your attacks too much, except for Cobalt's. Cobalt's pillar was that would have been annoying to deal with. With Kin's attack, you noticeably see him actually like immediately swing around, drive his axe into the ground, and just rip out basically like a good chunk of the floor up as rubble into the air along with the pillar pieces that Cobalt dropped to get in the way of the flames as he jams his axe down into the ground and ducks behind it to cover himself. using the rubble that he built up and his axe to shield himself so the flames do not touch him.
You said almost.
Yes.
Could I willpower to re-roll this?
You can use soul and willpower after results are known.
Yes.
Well, you don't need
You
to
could.
because your dice have been vaporized.
So you have to
Oh, so I need to re-roll anyway.
Yeah, you need to reroll anyways. Okay.
Do I get that soul back for?
Yes.
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 Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, did you guys use Cobalt's Exploding 10?
I don't think I used Exploding 10.
Yeah, I don't think there was a no. Yeah.
Sorry, I missed it myself.
Fun. That's a worse roll.
Oh, we do have
So-
party rerolls.
Yep, we got like 3 or 4 of them.
Okay. I still have like 2 points of willpower for re-rolling.
True. Let's see if Kin can manage this. I'm just imagining Kin like ethereally glaring at Shade for taking up so many 10s earlier. You have another one.
There were
roll,
2
actually. You had
10s.
2 10s. You had 2 10s, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the second one.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again.
7 again.
You can always just throw another soul dice. Because you could use soul to add on an extra dice.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
And, I mean, your turn is the last one, so why not throw all of the ones you've got left?
Aw, Sag.
Nope.
I feel like the dice have spoken at this point.
Yeah.
Ken, you get the distinct feeling he actually was worried about you. When he saw those, like, okay, it's like, oh, Vulpix. Okay, sees the mark on your cheek. Interesting. Sees the holy fire that begins to gather around you. And it's like, oh, fuck, no, I am not dealing with this shit. Ground breaking up. No. I am not dealing with this.
Forced him
this
to
shit,
react.
I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it was the immediate, oh, fuck, that's bad for me.
This cannot
noticeably
be
though,
good for my
Ken,
health.
noticeably though, Ken, the 2 undead he had both gotten pinned down by the rubble Cobalt dropped. Both of them get caught in the flames and are immediately vaporized.
Oh no, they hard countered me. Shit.
Well, that's going to be a problem. I think this is going to be our ending spot for till next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to roll damage just to see how much it would have done.
Yeah. But like,
Damage
you're like,
would be ranged plus power.
Yep. It's a lot of 1s. But a couple 10s.
3 10s.
The 10s.
The 10 save your life.
3,
And
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage, probably.
Yeah, he would not have liked that. He would not have liked that.
but the last was not meant to be.
Was not meant to be.
But the zombies definitely felt it.
Oh yeah, the zombies definitely felt all of those 11 damage.
What zombies? I don't see any zombies.
The zombie no mores.
They went poof. They were cleansed in holy fire for the God Emperor.
Also, I'm just imagining that, like, Shade at this point, I feel like, is gaining a natural taunt ability.
Also, I want to make the joke. I know Kin is male, but Kin is now turning into a sister of battle in my head.
Sister of battle, let's go.
But they're male.
I know. Kin's
It
male,
could work
I know, but
Kin could work
it's
it.
just
Kin could
making
make it
me
work.
it's just making me think of the Sisters of Battle.
Because it's mostly because religious figure with holy fire.
There's a
So,
lot
yeah.
of options of that, though.
Yeah.
You can always consider him effectively like warrior priest of Sigmar if you just want to go with the holy fire route.
Yeah.
Also true.
All right, so now one of the DLC outfits will be Sister of Battle. No.
All right, so we have Inquisitor Cobalt. We have Sister of Battle Kin, God Emperor Hunter, Necron Shade.
So, anyways, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was The Last Hope Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. As well as grabbing some packs of cards or stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to our YouTube. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.